नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने ही चैनल KFCS स्पोर्ट्स बिट पर। आज कुछ नया लेकर आए हैं गाइस आप लोगों के लिए। आज बात करेंगे हम पूरी तरह से टी20 वर्ल्ड कप की प्रिपरेशन की। बहुत बड़ा सेटबैक हुआ है, मैं समझता हूँ इस बात को क्योंकि देखिए सेटबैक बहुत बड़ा है ये। जब हम खेलने आते हैं तो एक्सपेक्टेशंस बहुत होती है फैन्स की। तो इंडियन टीम अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हुआ एट द एंड। मतलब देखिए अब जो आप जो मर्जी करिए पूरे टूर्नामेंट में शाबाशी देने के लिए आप दे सकते हैं, बिल्कुल कह सकते हैं कि यार हमारी टीम और एट द एंड आप यही कहेंगे कि यार हमने डिसअपॉइंट किया, लेकिन एप्रिशिएट भी आप करते हैं कि पूरे टूर्नामेंट हमने इतना डोमिनेट क्रिकेट खेला, सबसे बेहतरीन क्रिकेट हम खेले थे जितने भी 10 टीम थे। लेकिन एट द एंड हम हार जाते हैं, तो उसके पीछे भी कुछ रीज़न्स हैं। कहते हैं जब हम आँख बंद करते हैं तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि रात हो गई है। तो कुछ ऐसा ही हुआ इंडियन टीम के साथ। मैं समझता हूँ इस बात को हम ज़रूर कंटिन्यू करूँगा मैं। इससे पहले हम थोड़ा बातचीत कर लेते हैं थोड़े और सीरीज़ की, जो सीरीज़ स्टार्ट हो रही है और भी बहुत सारी सीरीज़ होनी है। कल हम बात कर रहे थे पाकिस्तान की स्क्वाड आई थी, आज वेस्ट इंडीज़ की स्क्वाड फाइनली आ चुकी है। वेस्ट इंडीज़ मतलब ये एक ऐसी टीम मैं समझता हूँ यार इनसे ज़्यादा दुःख इस वक़्त किसी के पास नहीं है। इस इनसे ज़्यादा दुखी भी कोई नहीं होगा। दुःख तो हमारे भी है, लेकिन सही में जो दुःख वेस्ट इंडीज़ झेल रहा है इस वक़्त वो बहुत बड़ा है। एक तो आप वर्ल्ड कप में क्वालीफाई नहीं कर पाए और वर्ल्ड कप में क्वालीफाई नहीं करने की वजह से चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में भी क्वालीफाई नहीं कर पाए। तो ये सबसे बड़ा दुःख है और कहीं न कहीं टीम के लिए बहुत मुश्किल होता है जब आपके पास ना स्पॉन्सर है, ना आपकी टीम की परफ़ॉर्मेंस इतनी अच्छी आ रही है। उसमें अब ये स्क्वाड आ चुका है इनका ओडीआई का, तो ओडीआई का स्क्वाड जैसे कि आप स्क्रीन पे देख पा रहे हैं। तो इसके बारे में थोड़ी बातचीत करते हैं कि क्या चेंजेस लाए हैं, लास्ट क्वालीफायर्स खेला है और मैं समझता हूँ एक बहुत ही बैड लक था जो अगेंस्ट नीदरलैंड इनको हार मिली, जिसमें एक बहुत बड़ा स्कोर बनाया इन्होंने, 350 से ऊपर का स्कोर बनाते हैं। फिर सुपर ओवर में गेम जाता है और उसके बाद वहाँ पे एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन इनिंग्स आती है लोगन वेनविक की, वो 25 रन जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट करता है उस मैच को। और मैं समझता हूँ वो बहुत ही इम्पैक्टफुल इनिंग्स थी और बैड लक था वेस्ट इंडीज़ टीम का, जो कि वो क्वालीफायर्स से क्वालीफाई नहीं कर पाए। एक बहुत ही बेकार साल रहा, लेकिन अब वर्ल्ड कप के बाद अब किस तरह से आगे बढ़ेंगे ये देखने वाली बात रहेगी। और सबसे अच्छी चीज़ वेस्ट इंडीज़ के लिए ये रहेगी कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ को अपने ही घर में अभी टी20 वर्ल्ड कप खेलना है, जहाँ पे वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम 2 बार चैंपियन है, तो वहाँ पर भी अपने परफ़ॉर्मेंस को दिखाना चाहेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले ओडीआई स्क्वाड आ चुकी है। तो ओडीआई में भी फ़ोकस होगा वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम का कि आप अगली बार जो है ज़रूर क्वालीफ़ाई करें। तो वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम किस तरह से नज़र आ रही है, सबसे पहले आपको जो पिक्चर नज़र आ रहा है, ऑफ़ कोर्स कैप्टन आपके शाई होप, जिनसे सबसे ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है और एक्सपेक्टेशन होना भी चाहिए। अगर हम बात करें वेस्ट इंडीज़ के लेजेंड्स की, उनमें नाम लिया जाता है इनका भी, शाई होप का, क्योंकि एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन बल्लेबाज़ और टेक्निकली करेक्ट बैट्समैन अगर मैं कहूँ वेस्ट इंडीज़ के लिए ओडीआई फॉर्मेट में एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन बल्लेबाज शाई होप। और शाई होप का ज़िक्र ना हो वेस्ट इंडीज़ की ओडीआई टीम में, ऐसा हो नहीं सकता। तो वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम में शाई होप जिन्होंने मतलब इस साल मैं कहूँ तो अच्छी क्रिकेट खेलने की कोशिश की, सेंचुरीज़ भी आई, उन्होंने अपने पेस को सैक्रिफाइस किया, इन्होंने ओपनिंग स्लॉट से नीचे आए, चौथे नंबर पर खेले, वहाँ पे सेंचुरीज़ लगाई। बहुत ही अनफॉर्च्यूनेट था इस खिलाड़ी के लिए, इस टीम के लिए कि ये क्वालीफाई नहीं किए, लेकिन शाई होप ने हर तरह से अपनी टीम को बैलेंस बनाने के लिए, अपनी टीम में जो प्लेयर्स अवेलेबल थे, जो रिसोर्सेज़ अवेलेबल थे, उसको कंपनसेट किया उन्होंने अपने एंड से। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि शाई होप के लिए अब आने वाली जो सीरीज़ है वो बहुत बड़ी है और चाहेंगे कि एक अच्छा परफ़ॉर्मेंस करें। सामने इंग्लैंड की टीम होगी और इंग्लैंड की टीम की भी मैंने टीम एनालिसिस किया था, तो आपने देखा था किस तरह से ओडीआई की टीम जो है थोड़ी-सी अनएक्सपीरियंस्ड नज़र आती है। उसमें एक्सपीरियंस ज़रूर है, जॉस बटलर का है, लेकिन जिस तरह का परफ़ॉर्मेंस इंग्लैंड टीम का रहा है, तो मैं वेस्ट इंडीज़ और इंग्लैंड को एक ही जगह मानूँगा। वेस्ट इंडीज़ ने क्वालीफाई नहीं किया और इंग्लैंड ने ऐसा परफ़ॉर्मेंस दिया है कि जिसके हम उम्मीद ही नहीं करते हैं। तो उम्मीद से नीचे परफ़ॉर्मेंस रहा दोनों टीम के लिए। तो ये सीरीज़ एक तरह से कमबैक है दोनों टीम के लिए। तो चलिए एक-एक करके बात करते हैं। शाई होप के बारे में आपको बता ही चुका हूँ और शाई होप के बारे में मुझे कि किसी क्रिकेट फ़ैन को बताने की भी ज़्यादा आवश्यकता नहीं है। सब जानते हैं शाई होप का कंट्रीब्यूशन ओडीआई में किस तरह का परफ़ॉर्मेंस रहा है और किस तरह का परफ़ॉर्मेंस करते आए हैं। तो ये हैं हमारे शाई होप और उसके बाद शाई होप के बाद अब बात करते हैं अगले प्लेयर की, जो है अल्जारी जोसेफ, जिनको वाइस कैप्टन बनाया गया है। तो यहाँ पर अब हम एक चीज़ देख रहे हैं कि टीम ने यहाँ पे जो सीनियर पार्टनर्स है उनको एक अहम रोल दिया है। अल्जारी जोसफ जो कि काफ़ी लंबे समय से वेस्ट इंडीज़ टीम को टीम के बॉलर बने हुए हैं, जो कि और भी लीग्स में खेलते हैं, आईपीएल में खेलते हुए नजर। अल्जारी जोसफ इनकी बॉलिंग कहीं ना कहीं बॉलिंग जो है इनके इर्द गिर्द घूमने वाली है। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि अल्जारी जोसफ का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट रहने वाला है इस सीरीज में। उसके बाद चलिए अभी फिर हम बात करते हैं अगले प्लेयर की, जो कि है एलिक एस्थनाजे। एलिक एस्थनाजे की मैं बात करूं, इस साल अपना इम्पैक्ट देने की कोशिश की इन्होंने, तीनों फॉर्मेट्स में अपना एक परफॉर्मेंस दिया है इन्होंने। हालांकि बहुत ही बेहतरीन नहीं, लेकिन एक स्टार्ट अच्छा किया। बड़े स्टार्ट को बड़े स्कोर में कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पाया एलिक एस्थनाजे को, जो है फिर से एक मौका मिला है। तो यहाँ पे देखने वाली बात रहेगी कि किस तरह का परफॉर्मेंस देते हैं। फिर आपकी यानिक कैरिया जो कि आपको बैटिंग भी करते हैं और बॉलिंग ऑलराउंडर खेलते हैं इस टीम में। कैची कार्टी एक रनर, एक और स्पिनर। उसके बाद आपके रॉस्टन चेज जो कि बिल्कुल और डिजर्व भी करते हैं। रॉस्टन चेज जो कि बैटिंग बॉलिंग दोनों कर सकते हैं। एक राइट आर्म ऑफ ब्रेक बॉलर रॉस्टन चेज, वो है इस बार ओडीआई में। इसके बाद आपके शैन डॉरिच की बात करूं, विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन है जिसमें टेस्ट मैच में मैंने इनको ज्यादा खेलते हुए देखा है। तो शैन डॉरिच को कहीं ना कहीं मौका मिला है। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि अब यंग टीम की तरफ जा रही है वेस्ट इंडीज की टीम, और सही है। अगर अब यहाँ से अगर प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं टीम बेहतर होगी। मैथ्यू फॉर्ड की बात करें तो मैथ्यू फॉर्ड ने काफी जगह अभी ऑल ओवर द क्रिकेट खेलते हुए आ रहे हैं। अभी रिसेंटली मेरे को जहाँ तक ध्यान आ रहा है 2023 में ये आईएल टी20 खेल रहे थे, जिसमें बहुत ही बढ़िया बेहतरीन बॉलिंग कर रहे थे। तो मैथ्यू फॉर्ड के लिए ये डेब्यूटेंट होंगे वेस्ट इंडीज के लिए। तो देखने वाली बात रहेगी कि कितने मैचेस इनको मिलने वाले हैं। फिर आपके शिमरॉन हेटमायर, शाही होप अल्जारी जोसेफ के बाद शिमरॉन हेटमायर, इन पे भी बहुत ज़्यादा जिम्मेदारी रहेगी मिडिल ऑर्डर की, और वेस्ट आगे लेके जाना है। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेयर है इस टीम के लिए, वेस्ट इंडीज की स्क्वाड के लिए बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट खिलाड़ी रहने वाले हैं शिमरॉन हेटमायर। उसके बाद फिर आपके आते हैं यहाँ पर ब्रेंडन किंग ऑफ कोर्स, जो कि उन्होंने ओपनिंग में एक बेहतरीन पारी खेली। इसके बाद फिर आपके गुंदाकेश मोटी, केजॉर्न ओटले जो कि न्यू प्लेयर हैं। मोटी आपको एक स्पिन ऑप्शन दे रहे थे। मैं यहाँ पे स्पिनर्स देख रहा हूँ। शर्फिन रेदरफोर्ड, मतलब फाइनली अब मैं कह सकता हूँ कि शर्फिन रेदरफोर्ड को कॉल बैक मिला है, और कहीं ना कहीं उनका जो एक बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस है इसका रिवार्ड मिला है। वेस्ट इंडीज टीम में फाइनली इनका बुलाया गया है शर्फन रेदरफोर्ड को, जो कि आपको मीडियम फास्ट बॉलिंग प्लस लेफ्ट आर्म बैट्समैन। मैं समझता हूँ कि रेदरफोर्ड को बुलाया है जेसन होल्डर की जगह। मैं समझता हूँ कि जिस टाइप का परफॉर्मेंस जेसन होल्डर दे रहे थे, शर्फन रेदरफोर्ड उस प्लेस को जरूर भर सकते हैं। रेमारियो शेफर्ड उस प्लेस को भर सकते हैं। ओशन थॉमस एक और बहुत ही बेहतरीन बॉलर जिनको मैं पसंद करता हूँ वेस्ट इंडीज की टीम में। अच्छी खासी स्पीड है इनकी, 135 से 140 तक लेते हैं, लेकिन मैक्सिमम इनकी स्पीड 132 135 रहती है। तो फास्ट बॉलिंग अच्छी दिख रही है। अल्जारी जोसफ है, ओसैन थॉमस है, रेमारियो शेफर्ड है। स्पिनर में आपके पास मोती है, यानी कारिया है, कैची काटी है। तो टीम अच्छी नजर आ रही है। कमबैक करना है वेस्ट इंडीज की टीम को। हमारे साथ है राहुल। हेलो राहुल, हाउ आर यू?
I'm doing good, Kunal. How are you?
Yeah, I am fine. So Rahul, finally, one by one series is going to be started from December, but team has started giving the squad. So we have earlier in previous video we have talking about the England team squad, of course, ODI squad and T20 squad, in which we see the England squad is looking little bit unexperienced. They have new addition in their playing 11. Now West Indies squad is coming, and Rahul, I am very happy to see the squad that now finally West Indies moved up with some players like Jason Holder. Finally, they left Jason Holder and they're trying some new good players, deserving players, I have to say. So first of all, let's talk about. I hope Rahul, you will not don't want to say anything about Shai Hope, because everyone in the world, if you are true cricket fan, you all know about Shai Hope. What is a contribution of Shai Hope in ODI cricket for West Indies?
Yes, absolutely. Sai Hope should be the captain. So let's see. This is a new era for West Indies. That's really beginning with this ODI. I know it's not, this series is not going to get too much of a following. I understand that, especially post World Cup, fever for cricket dies down a little bit. You always expect that, especially this West Indies team, which didn't feature in the World Cup, but this is an important series for them because this is their first series after a missed World Cup.
Yeah,
So they have to, this is where they really have to start gearing up for the 2027 ODI World Cup. Try to qualify, finish in the top 8 of the rankings and qualify directly for the World Cup. So this ODI is very important towards that.
yeah. Okay, so another good thing in this squad is finally they are back. Some good players like Surf and Rutherford. Rahul, if we talk about the great performance of some West Indies player who plays all around, Surfan Rutherford has performed well. Well, if I talk about 2017-18 times in IPL, Surfan Rutherford has good times with Delhi Capitals, with some other teams also. He was looking very good all rounder, and finally he got a call back. So, how you see in place of Jason Holder, can Surfan Rutherford can fulfill the place of Jason Holder, right arm medium fast bowler and left hand batsman?
Yes, he can definitely fulfill the role of Jason Holder. There's no doubt about it.
And another is Remario Shepherd. Remario Shepherd, Hossein Thomas, Jason Holder. So fast bowling is looking great. They can compete with England.
Yes, definitely they can compete with England.
And Rahul, finally the World Cup, T20 World Cup going to be played in West Indies. And when the West Indies series was held, at that time we have seen that now West Indies is going to making some slow pitches, some spin track, not that much fast bowling attack that was in times of backward century, means at time of 1983. We see the different pitches, means very few spin pitches we have seen, but in West Indies what is there, the culture has been changed. So many spinners we have seen in this squad also. If we talk about Yannick Karia, Casey Carty, uh, one more spinner, Ruston Chase. So two, three spinners is there in this team already. So can we say, Rahul, that the West Indies team has changing the pitch according to, means how the world is changing, going to focus on spinners more apart from fast bowlers.
Yeah, definitely.
So, if this type of pitch is there, so can we say that they will definitely going to enjoy, because England has really struggled during the World Cup playing spin bowler, especially Josh Butler.
Yes, absolutely. England will have a huge task on their hands to try and face the West Indies spinners.
Okay, so Rahul, can you see each and every player in the screen? Can you read it
Yes,
clearly?
I'm able to see it. Yes, I see quite
Yes.
a few new faces.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, I'm assuming that it must be based on the recent first class competition that happened in the West Indies. They recently held an ODI tournament, so I'm assuming that I'm trying ESPN Cricket Info not loading for me, unfortunately, so not able to really check what happened there.
Yeah, okay, but Rahul, means if I talk about West Indies team, big setback for them, not qualify for World Cup, no Champions Trophy also, and no sponsors are also there. So many things is there in their mind, and they have to come again and unite for playing for a country, playing for a nation. So how difficult it is for a team when so many things happen at the same time.
Yeah, it is difficult times for West Indies, but they have to look for the way forward. You can't sit, and especially with all cricket happening, 365 into 24 into 7.
Yeah.
Cricket is happening somewhere in the world. There is a cricket match going on, international or domestic or
Yes.
whatever. But
Yeah.
you have to move on quickly. Such is life right now. You have to move on quickly, look for the way forward. So West Indies has to really set the goal here. Say we have to finish in the top 8 of the rankings in one day cricket. If you finish in the top 8, you qualify for the World Cup in South Africa. So that should be the first aim. Don't try to set the bar high, not avoid going through qualifiers again for the World Cup. That should be the real aim of the West Indies.
Yeah.
Because now you know qualifiers can also be competitive. There is no guarantee that just because you're West Indies you will make it through the qualifiers. There is no guarantee like that anymore. We have seen that in this year's qualifiers, how they didn't make it through the World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah. Okay. So Rahul, I remember something that you have we have discussed during the World Cup qualifiers, and you have also said that the West Indies has to move out from some players like Jason Holder. Means if the senior players are not performing, you have to see the some domestic players also. So after seeing this squad, Rahul, can we say that finally West Indies coming for changes and they have picked the right player at the right time?
Mhm. Yes, absolutely. They've started off in the right earnest, moved in the right direction. So let's see how things go.
Okay, so Rahul, if I ask you to rate this team, means after choosing this squad according to ODI, everything looking in the mind, all rounders. They have good all rounders also. Roston Chase all rounder. They have Sheriff and Rutherford. Rimaru Shepherd can bat little bit. So you can say 3 4 all rounders. Aljari Joseph vice captain and two senior players are there, and maximum it is a bunch of good young players that is very talented, especially spinners. So out of 10, if I say you, so how much you will rate this squad against England?
Perhaps 7 or 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Okay, okay. So Rahul, let's come back to business of Indian team as so. Yesterday we have a good talk about the West Australia versus West Indies, but Australia versus India. So yesterday there was some noise issue. That's why we are not be able to talk about it in detail. But today we have to talk about this. Rahul, tell me, means we have done so many discussion about Ishan Kishan, but what happens means what is the thing reason behind why we always going to Ishan Kishan means whenever we need a keeper, you put Sanju Samson out of the contest, and finally Ishan Kishan came into you means he has no form in IPL, no form in international cricket, and you know Rahul, we get only 13 T20s before T20 World Cup. Means in 6 months you have to play 13 T20s out of 8 T20s we are going to play this year. So Rahul, tell me how we can make a good T20 team. Means and Virat can come, or you should go with young side. Why Ishan Kishan?
We first of all, Ishan Kishan doesn't belong in T20 side, but I'm sorry to say Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma is not the solution. You can't look after 2022 T20 World Cup was over. There is only 1.5 years to prepare for 2024 T20 World Cup. Out of 1.5 years, you can't say I will skip 1 year, take a vacation from a T20
Yeah,
cricket for 1 year, and a few months before the World Cup I will come back to T20, but I'll also, have to play test matches. I have to play the IPL. You can't do everything like that. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, it's time to move on from them. Frankly speaking, not just in T20 cricket, but in one day cricket also. It's time to move on, time up. Okay, it's time to do what Shakib Al Hasan did to Angelo Matthews, timed out. Okay,
yeah,
timed
okay.
out. That's what needs to happen right now. Rohit Sharma, maybe he can play a few ODIs, groom the next captain. He can stay for that. Maybe play under another captain. That is possible. But his time as captain is up, and I believe Rahul Dravid is no longer the coach now. I think his contract has
VVS
ended.
Lakshman.
World Cup.
VVS Lakshman is a set to be a head coach for this series, India versus Australia.
Okay, so okay, Rahul Dravid half the time he was not coaching actually when he was coach having substitute coaches. What is this nonsense? First of all, of coaches taking rest, they're not
Yeah,
players. They're just okay. I mean, I don't want to demean the role of coaches here, but physically speaking, they're just going there to sit in the dressing room. Oh, why do they need to take rest from that? I don't understand that at all. Anyway, that is digressing a bit. But speaking of T20s, it's time to move on from Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. And I know they are the star players in this team. They have the biggest fan bases and all that, and fan wars and all that happen between them. But it's enough of them. It's time to move on to a new generation. Think of the team and not just the TRP from Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli batting. It's time to think of the team. Put the team first. Put the team's goals ahead of the players' wishes. See, Indian cricket team is not anyone's property or their house where you can just go in and come out whenever you please. It's time to set that yardstick right now. You can't just go out and come back whenever you please in this team. So going with a new squad is the best thing to do. And frankly speaking, from this World Cup final, which happened on Sunday, it's very clear that the current crop of cricketers, most of them are chokers. They cannot perform in the big games. This is not a champion team, which was projected when Rohit Sharma became the captain, that he's five-time IPL winner and he will make this team a champion team. All of a sudden, it's the same set of players who cannot play under pressure. That is the reality. It's time to bring in new faces and push for a cup. You never know what can happen. In 2007, when all the seniors pulled out of the team, a new captain named Mahendra Singh Dhoni came in and led an inexperienced team to the World Cup title. I'm not saying that will definitely happen again if we bring in new faces, but maybe new faces will come in. They will not have the baggage of previous years of failures that this Indian team has had, and they will produce a trophy and get the confidence of the Indian fans back.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so Rahul, if I talk about the failure in final also, can we say that India is preferring favoritism? Means captain, whenever a captain is coming, he's picking the players from his team. Means if when at the time of Dhoni there was CSK players, so everywhere when Kohli was there, there was RCB players playing. But when it comes to Rohit Sharma, we see Mumbai Indians players surrounding. Means Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav. Means Rahul, tell me what is this? Means the way Surya Kumar Yadav is playing, his what type of shot he is showing. Uh, in T20, you are okay. Means you are the best. We all know it very well. But same shot doesn't happen in all the format. One thing you have to be clear: if Surya Kumar Yadav not be able to change his habits of making shots at that time, then I think no Surya Kumar Yadav in ODIs. But I don't know why they don't want to understand. They are putting some good players out. Rahul, can you agree with me that if you give the way KL Rahul have wasted so many balls, and the way Surya Kumar Yadav has wasted so many balls, if Ashwin will get 50 balls, at least he will score 60 runs. I am confident with it. At least the way they have
I mean,
got
it's
time in.
easy to say things after the fact, but I want to stick to the topic of Surya Kumar Yadav alone
Yeah,
here, which is Surya Kumar Yadav in the squad came back to haunt us. It came back to bite India in the ass in the final.
yeah.
If I have to put it that way, it came back to bite India in the ass. Unfortunately, Hardik Pandya got injured, and we didn't really have any fallback option except Surya Kumar Yadav. I've been saying this before the World Cup, when we could have easily gone with the Sanju Samson instead of Surya Kumar Yadav. A lot of people, even fans, were saying, no, 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 Sky is correct. We should back abilities, X factor, Y factor, this factor, that factor. Sanju Samson is not good enough. Clearly, they don't follow ODI cricket. I assume they said, no, 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 Surya Kumar Yadav, we have to back his abilities. First of all, I don't like this concept because backing abilities is misused. It's used to defend mediocrity. That is the reality. Surya, if Sanju Samson, I'm not saying there's a guarantee he would have played well in the final, but he was doing well in 2022 when most of the seniors were out of the team. They were practicing for T20 World Cup. Sanju Samson did well. The moment ODI World Cup came, they pretty much dumped Sanju Samson out of the team and said, "There's no place for you." So this is a placeholder, the kind of placeholder treatment I'm talking about, and also preferential treatment towards IPL franchise. Maybe it may or may not have been there under anyone's captaincy, but when you see this kind of thing, you can't say it's a coincidence. Like you pointed out, CSK players under Dhoni. In fact, lots of people now give Dhoni the benefit of doubt because those CSK players have performed and proven themselves.
Yeah,
Okay, because actually, in last time India won a tournament in 2013, we had Suresh Raina on the team, Ravichandran Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja. These three all actually really stepped up for India in that tournament and were really good. So we didn't really criticize too much. When actually Virat Kohli was hardly criticized for bringing in Chehel and Mohammad Siraj because they ended up performing very well. But when you see players who are mediocre and they're part of your same IPL franchise, it really raises the question. But nevertheless, there is every reason to believe that captains are being favorable to their IPL teammates. There's no question about it. And Surya Kumar Yadav, people say, oh, this team management did very well until the final. But the fact is, no, you got the results until the final. That's the only thing you did correctly. Okay, you are not going to, you are leaving out Mohammad Shami in the first four matches. Can you believe that? I've been saying that also before the tournament that Thakur cannot play instead of Mohammad Shami. They were going to leave Mohammad Shami out. If it wasn't for Hardik Pandya injured, they would have continued playing Hardik Pandya and Shardul Thakur. It wouldn't. Sky and Shami came only because Hardik Pandya got injured. And imagine if you continued with Hardik Pandya and Shardul Thakur, we would have probably not defended, let New Zealand chase 400 in the semi final. Mohammad Shami took 7 wickets. Actually, our bowling was not so impressive in that semi final. We didn't bowl very well. Mohammad Shami took 7 wickets and saved us from what would have been embarrassing. Uh, there's no two ways about that. So you can't say this team management was perfect. They put together a team somehow, which somehow found its form and made the final. And this team was always set up for short-term success.
yeah.
To be very frank, Kunal, even if we won this World Cup, it's a short-term success. Just to win a title, get back the confidence of the fans that we will win trophies again, to get that psychological confidence that we have won a trophy. That is the only reason this squad has been put together. And you just look at this World Cup squad. How many of these guys are going to play another World Cup? I don't think many are guaranteed to play another World Cup. Maybe Mohammad Shami because the next one is in South Africa, pace friendly conditions. You can, if he's still doing well, he's still in form. He has his
Who knows?
fitness.
Virat Kohli can also play. Who
Yeah,
knows?
again it's a question mark because form and all that. Will Virat Kohli do as well in an overseas World Cup? That is a huge question mark. This World Cup was in India and he got all those runs. Will he do the same in South Africa? Then openers is a question mark. Will somebody fill in Rohit Sharma's shoes to go and play in that World Cup? I'm pretty sure this captain Rohit Sharma may not even play the next World Cup in South Africa, let alone be
Of
the
course,
captain.
it is confirmed. Most probably confirmed.
Probably will not happen. So you can't. A lot of people are saying they put together a team that can now win trophies going forward. But going forward, this is not this is not the future of the team. People don't realize that.
Yeah, but now Rahul come to this squad means the squad they have given for 5 matches T20 series. I don't know means why they are creating so many confusions. If I talk about the openers, the Ishan Kishan is your opener, Yashasvi Jaiswal, your Rituraj Gaikwad, 3 openers already. Okay, and yeah, as of now there is 3 openers. Okay, for some time who knows Rohit Sharma can also come, but. Rahul, benefit of doubt for Rituraj Gaikwad again means if I see the young team in Hardik under Hardik Pandya, we have seen Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill is not available because of World Cup. He has played World Cup, so there we are giving rest. So another number four openers is there. Why you are creating so many confusion? Why you are not saying that we have only 13 T20s? These are our openers. So Rahul, tell me who is the best opening partner with Yashasvi Jaiswal? Ishan Kishan or Rituraj Gaikwad or Shubman Gill?
To be frank, Shubman Gill, let him. If he was there in the squad, I might have preferred him to open with Yashasvi Jaiswal. But between Gaikwad and Ishan Kishan, I prefer Gaikwad. Although Ishan Kishan, he can keep. He's a wicket keeper, but we already have Jitesh Sharma in the middle order who keeps wickets, so we don't need Ishan Kishan. And Ishan Kishan's IPL performances, I think Mumbai Indians bought him. I think in 2022 for what, some 15 crores or something.
Yes.
Okay, he spent a huge amount of money on Ishan Kishan, and he's not justified it in the
Yes.
IPL. He shouldn't be playing T20. Maybe in ODI cricket he can replace Rohit Sharma as an opener. That can be done. But in T20 cricket, I don't think he deserves a place. These are the kind of players who you can reserve for formats. There's no use choosing players across multiple formats, and then they will pick and choose which series they play, and they'll be playing both formats very partially, not completely. Choose one format and play that format alone completely. That is the way it should be. But anyway, I think Gaikwad and Yashasvi Jaiswal, this should be the opening pair for this series. Rohit Sharma, I've said it before already, he shouldn't even come back to T20 cricket. It's time to leave this format for the youngsters to handle.
Yeah, okay. So Rahul, if you see the middle order, I think middle order is almost confirmed. There will be no change. Rinku Singh is there. Tilak Verma is there, along with Jitesh Sharma is on another.
Sham Dubey.
Jitesh Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav. Okay, these are
And
complete. But
Shivam Dubey
Shivam
is out.
Dubey, again, I am coming to Shivam Dubey means Rahul. If I remember 2020 series where Shivam Dubey was economy was very worst, means worse than Mohammad Siraj, means how
I
Mohammad
don't think
Siraj came.
we don't necessarily need Shivam Dubey to bowl for us. To be very,
Okay, suppose
he
if
can
we
play
don't
as
need,
he's
then
been a very good hitter. He has good hitting abilities. A little bit like style is a little bit like Yuvraj Singh, the way he was hitting sixers for CSK.
okay, so you will not be allow him to bowl. You want his hitting abilities, right? Okay,
Yes,
so at least two spinners you have to pick means Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel, Ravi Vishnoi, three spinners is there, and Akshar Patel and Washington Sundar can bat. So Washington Sundar slash Akshar Patel, which one you should prefer?
I would prefer Akshar Patel just for variety. You already have Ravi Bishnoi, who's a right arm spinner. So have Akshar Patel for variety. Take a left arm spinner.
Okay, left arm spinner. Okay, great choice. Okay, now Rahul justify me the place of Mukesh Kumar means I don't know means Mukesh Kumar is good in test match, good in ODI, but I don't see him T20 bowler. He's playing for Delhi Capitals, but he is not delivering that type of bowling spell that you will say that he is our death bowler, he is our new ball bowler. He's not justifying his place, but why Mukesh Kumar is again and again selecting in the squad? Mukesh Kumar.
I don't understand the logic behind his selection. I don't know. Maybe there's some politics
Yeah.
going on there. I don't know. But
I think
I
Shivam
don't,
Mavi is
I don't
far
think
better
he
than
will
him.
get to play many matches. Arshdeep Singh should open the bowling alongside either Avesh Khan or Prasidh Krishna. That is my opinion.
Yeah, so this is the squad, and one more thing they have added that Shreyas Iyer is your vice captain for fourth and fifth T20. So Rahul, tell me means it's okay. He is playing good cricket in ODIs, but Shreyas Iyer, the way he is performing in IPL for KKR, injury prone player. First, it is he is injury prone. Okay, and aggressive is not that much aggressive batsman that you will say that yes he is our T20 batsman. So if Shreyas Iyer is playing, so can you say that Shreyas Iyer is reliable for us in T20 format?
Definitely not, in my opinion. You can't. I'm surprised he's even in this squad, let alone be the vice captain of the team. I don't think he should be in this T20 squad, especially having played the World Cup just now. Okay, I mean, why don't you rest your World Cup players? As a
He
matter of
coming
fact,
for
it's
last two
questionable.
T20.
Mhm.
Last two T20. Last two T20 he
Yeah,
is
last
coming.
even last two, I'm saying the whole series, he's better off not playing. In fact, he shouldn't be in T20 cricket. He's another player I would designate for ODI and maybe Test cricket as well. He can play these. Anyway, we have only three ODIs in between from now until the T20 World Cup. So I don't know what's going to happen in those three ODIs which we're playing in South Africa. We have to see what happens there. Probably will not be our World Cup players for the South Africa series.
Okay. Okay, so today finally, as Srishant has giving some views related to him that at the end of May means when IPL will be over, this should be the squad. So Rahul, tell me means how much you will satisfied. I am dissatisfied with this squad. If you see this squad looks like means ODI team. Rohit
Which
Sharma,
one? This
Virat
is
Kohli,
Wait.
yeah.
This is for which series? India versus Australia, is
No,
it?
no, no. He is giving the T20 World Cup team. So if you see
Oh,
this team looks like ODI. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Hardik Pandya,
no.
Jaiswal, Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, Mohammad Shami, Bumrah, Jadeja, and Mohammad Siraj. Tell me how many quality T20 batsmen is there in this squad? I think only two or three,
Perhaps only Hardik Pandya and Surya Kumar Yadav are T20
and
level
Yashasvi
players.
Jaiswal
Or
more and more.
Yashasvi Jaiswal. Maybe this is definitely not a T20 World Cup squad. I've been saying this: Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, lots of these players shouldn't be coming back to T20 at
And I
all.
don't know how KL Rahul means how.
Yeah. Another thing is, yeah, KL Rahul, who was a free wicket as an opener against quality teams in the last two World Cups, he's been a free wicket.
Even I
Okay,
am not
and
be able
saving
to
his
give.
ass by doing minnow bashing. KL Rahul performed miserably against strong teams in the last two World Cups and saved his ass by doing minnow bashing. So he should really be dropped. Mm, First of all, how this squad can't be taken seriously when you don't have Arshdeep Singh in the squad. Arshdeep
Yeah,
Singh was doing very well as a T20 bowler last year. He didn't do very well in the Asia Cup, but he did well in the World Cup.
and I
Okay,
think Mohammad Siraj Shami is
when the
not your
conditions favored him,
T20
you
bowler.
can't take this squad seriously when you've included Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Mohammad Shami,
KL
uh,
Rahul,
and KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan, and you've left out Arshdeep Singh.
yeah,
I mean, how do you leave out Arshdeep Singh from a T20 squad? I don't get it. Bumrah, maybe he can play in T20, but he's not played for a very long time. That's an issue.
yeah. Bumrah availability will depend whether he is coming or not. But Rahul only 13 ODIs, 13 T20s. So out of 13,
Is it 13? Wait, five against Australia, fine, three against South
three
Africa, and then
and
I think
three
against
against
Afghanistan,
Afghanistan. Sorry, 11, 11, not 13. It is 11,
it is
11.
11. Yes. Okay.
So
So
11 out of 11, 8 we are playing this year. So tell me, we are going to means finally we are going to make a team on the basis of IPL.
we probably will. I'm sure. I think the World Cup squad will definitely be announced during IPL. That we
Yeah.
can be sure of. So really, even in IPL, only half the performances are likely to be considered. Maybe the first month of the IPL, because um, uh, by second month will be irrelevant. By then, squad will already be announced, and
Yeah, most probably by first week of May you will got the squad.
yeah, we will have the squad by the first week of May. So really, even in IPL, only half the performances will be relevant. The others will not be relevant at all. And even if somebody else performs well who got left out of the squad, it'll be irrelevant. It'll be after the fact. So this is a problem that India faces. And 11, to be frank, 11 matches is actually fairly decent because um, we are playing test matches also. We can't avoid test matches because those are part of the World Test Championship. Those
Yeah.
hold some weight. We can't say, unlike with ODIs, we cannot say that those are meaningless series and we shouldn't prioritize them. We have to prioritize them because World Test Championship points are at stake in those series.
Okay, so comment from Abhinav is saying that he's saying you to remove a background. Means World Cup is over, so remove the background. He's saying.
To be frank, my background is not very good, so that's why this background is better. No.
Yeah.
Mm,
He's saying KL Rahul plays in T20. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I am saying that KL Rahul should take retirement. He is not deserves place in any format as
Wait,
of
what
now.
is he written? I think he's agreeing with you, right? What is Abhinav
He's
saying about KL
asking,
Rahul?
he's saying that in 2024 T20 World Cup, is he deserves place? KL Rahul deserves a place in T20 World Cup squad.
Absolutely not. You can't. He's failed in two World Cups, and one thing, there is no guarantee that he will. In T20, he's been mostly opening, and he's not doing that. Well, you can't give him a place in the middle over other promising batsmen. There's no place for him in the middle order because other middle order batsmen are there in the Indian team.
Yeah. He's
Um,
saying that can Rohit and Kohli come back in T20 format? I'm sorry, Abhinav
Absolutely
means
not.
no, we
Uh,
don't want Rohit
I
Sharma
mean,
now.
I've given a lot of explanations. There are a lot of valid reasons for it. Sorry, we don't know. They can play T20 in the IPL. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, okay. He's giving some reward to Themba Babuma, ICC Perchi Player of the Century. Of course, yes. Means Themba Babuma is very luckiest person to have a captain of the team where you have no contribution apart from captaincy. Very luckiest player, Themba Babuma.
To be frank, Bavuma does have a good record in ODI cricket. This was just a bad World Cup for him. That's all.
Okay, so this question must be answered from KL Rao, sorry, Rahul Iyer. So
Mhm.
Rahul Iyer, tell him what is special in MS Dhoni that he won the ICC trophies. What is something special?
Well, Dhoni was a great leader of men, and that's one thing that has to be said. He was very unorthodox as a captain, but he always went with the gut feeling, and he could surprise opponents with his bowling changes. And he also had the he was a very calm person. He
And
doesn't get
Dhoni have
flustered in
guts to
difficult
make big
situations.
calls.
Hmm?
Dhoni have guts to make big calls, big changes in a team. He don't think about
Absolutely,
that this player is have so many records, so he should play. That should play. He's thinking that if a player is not in a good form, not a good fielder, put him out of the squad and bring
absolutely.
back new players at the
Yeah,
right time.
absolutely. Another thing is Dhoni is very calm and calculated for the most part in tough situations. He handles tough situations. If you noticed, we saw it in the very first tournament where he captained the 2007 T20 World Cup in South Africa. So, if you remember, I think the last over Pakistan needed of the final, Pakistan needed 13 to win from six, and Joginder Sharma first ball he got nervous and bowled a
Yeah,
wide. So Dhoni went up to Joginder Sharma and tried to calm him down. Joginder Sharma got hit for a six after that, but Joginder Sharma he held his nerve ultimately. He bowled a slower ball and he got Misbah ul Haq out. Um, I think that's an image that will remain etched forever in the minds of Indian fans. Unfortunately, we've not won the T20 World Cup since then, and under MS Dhoni himself, we lost the next five tournaments. But we did win the Champions Trophy under MS Dhoni. Again, against all odds, nobody expected that Indian team to win because there were so many new faces in the team. We won the 2011 World Cup as favorites, and actually, sometimes winning favorites can be more challenging than when you win it as underdogs, because in Indian cricket history, you see most of our trophies have come when we were underdogs. The 2011 World Cup was an exception. We were the favorites to win the title, and we lived up to that. That's the only time where India was a favorite to win the title, and they lived up to their name and won the trophy.
Yeah, big aim
Sometimes
was win
that can
trophy
be
for
more
Sachin
challenging
Tendulkar.
because in the 2011 World Cup, people thought we had a good chance to win, and that brings a different kind of pressure onto you when you go out in the middle, that too playing in front of home fans in a country like India where cricket is the main focus. There is extra pressure. People will dismiss that now, saying it's home advantage because subsequently Australia won in Australia in 2015 and England won in England in 2019. So people dismiss 2011 as uh, home advantage. But if anything, in a World Cup, it's not a bilateral test series. In a World Cup, once in 4 years event, when you play, it comes once in 4 years, and you don't get to host it every time. So when you do host it, it's actually added pressure onto you to win the cup. And we did that under Dhoni. We were the first host nation to do it. Some may argue it was actually Sri Lanka in 1996, but Sri Lanka won that final in Lahore. They won it in Pakistan. We actually won it on our home ground. So that is a different level of achievement. Another thing, like Kunal said, is that Dhoni had the guts to make big calls after 2011 World Cup. Actually, we got whitewashed in England. We got whitewashed in Australia. We were even doing very badly in ODI cricket. I think we came away from the England tour completely winless. We didn't win a single match, Test, ODI, or T20 in that tour. In Australia, also very disastrous tour. We got whitewashed. Commonwealth Bank Series, the same series that we won in 2008, we lost in 2012 without even making the final. The same series, same format, everything. We lost without even making the final in that one. And Dhoni, I think it was in that tour where he said that he had the guts to call out Tendulkar, Sehwag, and Gautam Gambhir, saying that they're slow fielders. They are not fielding. They will cost us in the field. And he made the team the best fielding team in the world. In 2011, actually, India was not the best known for bowling or fielding in the 2011 World Cup, but they were able to raise their game when it mattered the most. If you actually look at that bowling attack on paper, nobody will think that, oh wow, this is a goat bowling attack, greatest of all time. Nobody will say that looking at Sri Sant, Ashish Nehra, and Zahir Khan. Nobody is going to look at that bowling attack and say this is the best bowling attack of all time. But they lifted their game when it mattered the most, and that's what Dhoni could do. He could bring the best out of players in the most critical moments of a tournament. That's an ability he had, and he made from 2011 to 2013. He made the team the best fielding team in the world. In 2013, India was suddenly the best fielding team. All of a sudden, never before an MS. Uh, until MS Dhoni's captaincy, India was not known for great fielding. We had great batsmen and some decent bowlers. That's it. But we didn't. We became great fielders from like 2013 onwards. That is something which came under the captaincy of Dhoni.
Yeah, okay.
I
Okay,
know I could go
so
on and on about MS Dhoni and how great a captain he was. So let's continue to the next topic.
yeah, so he's saying that Ishan Kishan, who has double hundred in ODIs, so he was out, and Ishan Kishan is and Sky is playing final. Yeah, I agree with it. I'm really agree with it. Means Ishan Kishan, at least he is a player who can play with a good intent in that type of pitch. I think the way they are wasting the balls, especially Sky, KL Rahul, I think he can play better than KL Rahul. If Ishan Kishan playing 100 balls, at least he will gives you 98, 99. Who knows, he will gives you 110 runs. And that will be very fruitful
KL
for Team
Rahul,
India.
see, you can't blame the team management for choosing KL Rahul over Ishan Kishan. First of all, Ishan Kishan's position in ODI is an opener. That is confirmed. That two double hundred which came against Bangladesh was as an opener, not
Yeah.
playing in the middle order. People are still disillusioned that Ishan Kishan can play in the middle order based on one half century against Pakistan in the Asia Cup. They think he can. Uh, play in the middle order. First of all, if Ishan Kishan played that knock against Australia or New Zealand, nobody will remember it. People are hyping it only because it was against Pakistan that he scored it. That's the only reason that knock is getting hyped up. Okay, stop hyping India versus Pakistan as some World Cup final or Maha Mukabla. Stop this nonsense.
Yeah.
I have to say to fans. And KL Rahul was playing well in the World Cup in the middle order until the final. How could the team management think that he will score 66 of 107 all of a sudden in the final? You can't blame the team management for this. Nobody expected that. KL Rahul was doing well all tournament, playing with a great strike rate. In the semis itself, he scored 39 of 20 balls. Okay, he played a cameo. He was playing like a T20 player in that semi-final, and then he did this test knock in the final. Nobody could have seen that coming. And Surya Kumar Yadav, I mean, what nonsense did he play? So-called X Factor, scoring 18 of 26 in a final, and Besharmi se out. I mean,
Yeah.
really, when you're telling Kuldeep Yadav not to play attacking shots, you're taking singles off the first ball to give Kuldeep
Yeah.
Yadav the strike, and then finally you play a careless shot to get out when you're the only last man standing there. I mean, totally irresponsible. And Surya Kumar Yadav cannot continue in ODI cricket. It's cost us the World Cup. I have to say. Not that somebody else from that situation would have given India a big score, but this has definitely contributed to India's downfall. Persisting with Surya Kumar Yadav, saying backing ability, saying X factor, Y factor, this factor, that factor, it has cost India ultimately.
Yeah, so Abhinav is pronouncing your words. KL Besharmi se out. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, he's asking the future of KL Rahul. I will say the future of KL Rahul is IPL and most probably the orange cap of IPL. Not more than that. I will not see him
Even
in a,
orange cap of IPL, it'll come at the expense of the team. He will get his orange cap. Team will go out before the playoffs.
yes, of course.
That is how he will get his orange cap. You saw one innings he played. I think who was which match was it? Against Gujarat Titans. That chase where they only needed 136 to win, and he scored 60 of 55 balls or something, scored a runner ball and lost the match for Lucknow.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay, so now he is coming to the topic of Rishabh Pant. Of course, yes, I'm really disappointed with this BCCI also that they are favoring KL Rahul. That KL Rahul is our keeper. He will keep wickets. In place of Rishabh Pant, they are using KL Rahul and they put that Rishabh Pant has some problem in his knee, so you should go to NCA and do training. So at that time accident was there. Yeah, his words are also right that if Rishabh Pant will be in a squad of Indian team, who knows, there will be no accident and
I think
we got,
Bangladesh series was last year, if I'm not
yeah,
wrong. Yeah, they were
December,
trusted
December.
in December. I remember that very well. India should have won that match. Yeah, we were defending a low total, but India should have won that match with only one wicket to take and 50 runs needed for Bangladesh. KL Rahul dropped an easy catch,
Yeah,
which would have won India the match. He dropped a catch and India went on to lose. And that
yeah,
series was very bad. Okay, we had Deepak Chahar bowling for us. You can see our state back then. If Deepak Chahar is being one of our frontline bowlers, and Deepak Chahar, even in IPL, okay, he's hardly fit. Uh, he plays one or two matches, and he starts getting cramps. I mean, what kind of fitness is this? He might be a very good bowler and have great impact when he plays games, but he has no fitness at all.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Deepak Chair's career should be limited. I can't even say his career. He has a career in IPL ahead of him, in spite of what he did for CSK after coming off the bench. You can't keep on getting injured like this.
yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Vinod, that Ashwin is playing only one match in the World Cup. Actually, what is the reason regarding to Ashwin that when pitch favors the spin slowness in the pitch, then Ashwin can play. Otherwise, Ashwin can gives you so many runs, means very bad economy. So that is the reason they are not seeing the Ashwin as an all-rounder, which I am seeing personally. I seen him that he can bat. At the time of MS Dhoni, I remember one innings in New Zealand where Ashwin
Mm.
made 65 in ODIs
But
along with MS Dhoni. So
yeah,
it
so
is the
okay.
vision of everyone.
See, Ashwin's batting and all that. It was all there during MS Dhoni's time. That doesn't mean he'll replicate it right now. He's a different player right now than what he was under MS Dhoni. In fact, 2017 itself, he was past his prime. 2017, even 2016, 2012 actually, 2012 and 2016, Ashwin has cost us in the T20 World Cup. In 2012, in the last group game against South Africa, we scored only 156 or something, and we needed to restrict South Africa to 120 to qualify for the semi final. Ashwin got a wicket off a no ball, okay, which would have got India back into contention for the semi final. He took bowled a no ball. 2016 again, the famous Lendl Simmons
Yeah,
against Lendl Simmons. He got the wicket of Lendl Simmons, which would have had
that
West
was
Indies
no
at
ball.
3 for 3. It turned out to be a no ball. Two times he has cost India in the T20 World Cup, and his T20 World Cup in 2016 was horrendous. He was expensive. He went for runs, being the lead bowler for the team. Absolutely not acceptable. Then in
Yeah,
2017 Champions Trophy, I think that's really when he had to be done in limited overs cricket for good. For good, really. He bowled very badly throughout that tournament also. And in this tournament, in the World Cup, yes, the first game in Chennai is home pitch. He got 3 wickets, but Ashwin cannot keep on coming back like this in World Cups. If you really trust Ashwin so much that you want him to be in your World Cup squad, then you should have given him some games, a lot of games in the lead up to the World Cup where he plays across different conditions. You can't, even if the conditions favor you, you can't expect Ashwin to suddenly come play for you in a World Cup final and win you the game. I mean, pressure is of a final also counts. It's a big factor. It's not just the game and the conditions that matter.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, Abhinav is not understanding that we lost the World Cup. Yeah, it is
It,
same
it, is-
happened with
it is a
Indian
shock
fan.
for all of us. We definitely thought we had Australia this time in the final, but
And I know Abhinav, you are personally the fan of Rohit Sharma, so it's
I'll
not an
say
easy.
something. I'll say something very harsh. Winning is not in India's DNA in any sport, not even in cricket, which is supposed to be our best sport. This is the sad reality. Sometimes we have to say harsh reality. We cannot always give comforting lies to people. We have to say harsh reality on this show, which is winning World Cups is not in the DNA of India. Australia knows how to win World Cups. India knows how to lose. We have perfected the art of losing over 10 years, losing in the most important games. We have perfected that art in the last 10 years. Okay, now South Africa is proud of us. We made South Africa proud of us by showing that we can also choke. हम भी choke कर सकते हैं. We have
Yeah,
showed to South Africa. And one thing, Rohit Sharma's captaincy, which was so great, actually very good throughout the World Cup. He was managing the team well. Whoever played for the team really fell apart in this final. After 47 for 3, you said defensive fields as though you're defending 200 and 340, 440 total. You're setting defensive fields. You don't, the pitch is taking spin supposedly, and you don't have a slip fielder for spin bowlers. What is that? And look at the field; it was totally spread out. Australians could comfortably take singles, and Head and Travis Head and who else? Who was it? Labuschagne. They knew that they just need to take ones and twos, and they will get to the target. They didn't need to play any stupid shots. We didn't set attacking fields in the final. Mm, I don't understand this. Rohit Sharma, he might be a serial winner in the IPL as a captain, but in international cricket, I'm sorry, he isn't. and his captaincy is always falling apart when it's needed the most. This cannot continue. Rohit's time as a captain is up. It's time to go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Rahul, can you tell me who is the first bowler who bowled knuckleball
That is
in
a
India?
very good question. I'm going to guess it's James Faulkner, maybe.
No, it is Zahir Khan in 2011 World Cup. He was the first
Wow,
bowler to bowl knuckleball.
wow, that is interesting.
Yeah, so this question was asking that who invented knuckleball. Actually, this knuckleball is invented by Jeetan Sareen in 1989. He introduced the knuckleball, but in international cricket, Zahir Khan was the first bowler to bowl knuckleball. Knuckleball is type of delivery. You can say that a fast bowler spinner means you can. We always say Harshal Patel a running spinner. This is a type of
Yes,
bowl.
absolutely. Purple Patel.
Yeah, Purple Patel. Yeah. Okay, so he's asking why Steve Smith not be taking the review. Actually, it is because of famous Ahmedabad Stadium crowd pressure. He was not be able to take a review, and problem of Travis Head also. Travis Head also don't judge the ball where ball is pitching. It can be outside leg, so it happens.
It happens. Unfortunately, it didn't really prove costly for Steve Smith that he him not taking the review. That's another really sad part about this game. Steve Smith, who usually performs well against India, he performs well in knockouts. We got him out cheaply, and we still lost to Travis Head. Actually, I said it before the game. Head is going to be a more dangerous wicket than David Warner, because Warner, he has limitations against the new ball. We can get him out quickly, and we got him out. Actually, we should have had him out on the first ball in the match, but he got out in the first ball, the second over instead. Okay, not much damage done, but Travis Head, we needed his wicket early to create some panic. Unfortunately, that never happened, and Travis Head, he plays pretty aggressively.
Yeah. Okay, Avinav, you are saying that if there is no due, definitely spinners come into the game. But big thing is that talking about our Indian team, means especially Rohit Sharma, he's not looking that type of captain, means who can assess the condition easily. I have seen that very casual interview in press conference. He is very casual, means he's not looking serious in captaincy. That is the reason we have seen in finals also that I think Rohit Sharma don't knew about due, means he don't know means due will coming or not. He is just giving a casual answers that yeah, you start the press conference. I'm here to say I'm very positive. This that he's saying, but Rohit Sharma is fooling others and fooling himself also. What we have seen in final, actually he was not assessing the condition. I know it very well. So Rohit Sharma was very surprised when he see the so many due, and Pat Cummins know it very well. Actually, I am telling you reality behind the win of Australia. That is Ricky Ponting. I think Pat Cummins have some communication with Ricky Ponting related to pitch, and Ricky Ponting helped him in backyard. That's why Australia able to win it, because I know the Australia performance of this World Cup. They are not deserving to be a semi-finalist, but they win the World Cup. So I think Rahul, that was Ricky Ponting who helped him a lot.
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah, definitely. And see, this is the advantage of Australia when they come to finals. Of course, this is not an individual sport, this is a team sport, and different teams, different set of players come to the final each time. But this team didn't need too much advising, because lots of these players were part of the squad that won in the 2015 World Cup. So they knew how to win a World Cup. There is no doubt about that. But apart from them knowing how to win, they have former players who have been there from their own country, who have been across the line in a World Cup final to give them advice. And that also helped, like you said, Ricky Ponting. He's a tactician. He's very good at tactics, and he reading a pitch, reading a game, and he really helped Pat Cummins out over there. In Rohit Sharma's defense, he didn't win the toss. He lost the toss, and he had to bat first. There was no other go, and he probably said, "I would have batted first," as a psychological thing, not to give away a psychological advantage to Australia, saying, "I would have batted first anyway." The captains do that. We understand. But yeah, actually, it was a questionable decision. I was wondering why Pat Cummins bowled first in the final, because usually finals are big pressure games, and that's not where you want to be in a run chase over there. And I feel if we got 30 or 40 runs extra, we could have put pressure on Australia. Speaking of Australia not deserving to be in the semi final, I think that is a bit of an extreme. On paper, definitely India looked stronger and looked like the stronger team, and we could defeat this Australian team. It definitely looked that way. But matches are not won on paper; they're won by playing on the field. And Australia stepped up when it mattered. They're the better team when it mattered, and they know how to do that very well, even if they have a very average tournament. So that's all that matters in the end. 10 wins out of 10 before the final don't matter
Yeah.
at all. That's a harsh reality. In 10, 5 or 6 years from now, how many people are really going to remember that India won 10 matches until the final? In 5 or 6 years from now, if you tell the casual Indian fan, India won 10 matches in in this World Cup, and we lost the final at home, how many people will not believe it? Like, oh, we won 10 matches
Oh,
until the final, and still we lost the World Cup. How did we lose? They will ask you, but most people will not remember it unless you tell them. A lot of people will forget quickly that we won 10 games. The only thing they'll remember is Australia won the World Cup and India was runner up as the host nation. That's all that'll be remembered. Nobody will remember 10 matches or team management was great. We improved from the last captain. Nobody's going to remember all this nonsense. Okay, the only thing that they'll remember is India did not win the trophy. That's the only thing that's going to be remembered.
yeah, of course. Okay. So he's saying that can we say that Hardik Pandya will be a permanent captain of T20 till 2024 World Cup?
Well, see, the only reason Hardik Pandya is getting backing as a T20 captain is because of the 2022 IPL title which he won, and he almost won another IPL trophy this year. If not for Jadeja's last ball four, he would have had a second IPL trophy.
Yeah.
But to be frank, his fitness is not up to the mark. This is the problem. This is why we've had Ruturaj Gaikwad captaining in the Asian Games. We've had now we have Surya Kumar Yadav captaining in this series, because I think the team management knows that we need a backup captain. Because Hardik Pandya, we cannot trust his fitness. We cannot trust the fitness or form of Shreyas Iyer. KL Rahul, of course, in T20 shouldn't be playing. Even Shreyas Iyer shouldn't be playing. So we need a backup for Hardik Pandya, because one thing is fitness is not guaranteed, and we saw Hardik Pandya uh, when he had a weaker hand in the series against West Indies, not the team that he had with Gujarat Titans. He couldn't win. We lost the series 3-2. So there needs to be a backup for Hardik Pandya. You need to have a backup for your injury prone players. This actually begs the question why Rohit Sharma became the captain in the first place, knowing that he has an injury record. You look at 2022, how many times did Rohit Sharma miss because of injury and need stand in captains? And on top of getting injured, also taking rest from games. See, if you miss games because of injury, you can't control that. That's not in your control. But on top of getting injuries, you also take rest and you skip one or two matches here and there. It shows that you're not very serious as a captain.
Yeah, of course.
The only time I've seen Rohit Sharma serious as a captain was this Asia Cup and the World Cup, and we've come empty-handed from this World Cup. Even after that, so it's
Yeah.
the time is up.
Yeah, time's up. Time's up. Okay. So Abhinav is asking Shreyas Iyer. Why Shreyas Iyer is big for Team India? Actually, stats means sometimes stats work for a particular player. If I talk about Shreyas Iyer after 2019 World Cup, Shreyas Iyer is our number four best number four player all of the world, not for Team India. All of the world, he has so many runs at number four. And Shreyas Iyer performed well. Apart from finals, he played very well in semi-finals. In league stage also, so I will say nothing to Shreyas Iyer, but Shreyas Iyer can't be in a T20 teams. I'm sorry. I will not see him in a T20. His performance has deep down. After lefting Delhi Capitals, he is not becoming a good T20 player and plus injury prone player. So that is another reason you can't see him in T20.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely agreed. And sometimes IPL performances are a little bit misleading, to be very frank, because a lot of players who are not in the Indian team, they do very well in the IPL, and you think, why are they not selected? But to be very frank, in IPL, this is not. Although a lot international cricketers are there, but this is not an international tournament. That's what fans need to understand. This is not an international tournament. Though international cricketers are there, so many domestic cricketers are there. So IPL doesn't tell the full story.
Okay, so he's saying that what India should do to win the World Cup. Take a big calls means don't goes on favoritism. I think first it should be start from BCCI. BCCI should know what is your preference, IPL or domestic cricket. If IPL is your preference, stop domestic cricket and play IPL only. If domestic cricket have some significance, then see domestic cricket also because I think some players you have missing. Sai
See,
Sudarshan, Riyan
mm,
Parag means those who have performed well in this match. So one more is Yash Dul means you can give some chances to these players also. So I
see,
think first
or
BCCI will.
see, it depends on the format.
Yes, Rahul.
In my opinion, so now that we're going to a T20 World Cup, we'll talk about T20 when it comes to winning the World Cup. So I think there has to be a little change in the culture of how India approaches T20. In fact, for T20, looking at IPL performances is definitely a factor. You can definitely look at IPL performances, but and of course international cricket, whatever performances are there in international cricket. But there is also, I think, a need to send players for overseas T20 leagues. That has to be done, because if you play in overseas leagues, you will get exposure to many conditions. Pakistan is actually outperforming us in T20 cricket.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that is the
their
reason.
players play in T20 leagues across the globe. They don't play only PSL. They play other leagues as well. Yeah, these leagues don't have huge status, huge money, or all, what to say, all the masala of IPL. They don't have the masala that IPL has, but those are they give exposure to different conditions around the world. It's still T20 cricket at the end of the day, and Indian players will get a lot of exposure if they play in T20 tournaments around the world. You look at Haris Rauf, for example. Actually, after the India Pakistan match at the MCG, I think before the match at the MCG, what Haris Rauf said is, MCG is my home ground, because he plays for Melbourne Stars over there, whose home ground is the MCG. So that's what Indian players have to do. You will get to play around the country, especially you play Big Bash League, for example. You'll get to play in all the main venues and prove yourself with the Australian players who are used to those conditions. You'll really test your abilities over there. If you play only IPL, you'll only see Indian conditions, and other foreign players, they will get exposure to Indian conditions, and they're doing better in limited overs in Indian conditions because of playing the IPL. So Indians have to reciprocate, do the same. Probably Indians will not play in PSL because of India-Pakistan rivalry. They will not play in PSL, but there are many other leagues around the world which you can play, even Lanka Premier League or Bangladesh Premier League. For example, in 2026, India is jointly hosting the T20 World Cup along with Sri Lanka. So we play in Lanka Premier League, then we can prepare ourselves for Sri Lankan conditions in case we have to play any World Cup matches in Sri Lanka. If we're playing Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka, that'll be uh, very useful. For actually, Surya Kumar Yadav shouldn't have been in the ODI squad. He could have been playing Caribbean Premier League this year in T20 cricket. While the main ODI players were in the Asia Cup, he could have been playing the Caribbean Premier League. Next year, T20 World Cup is in West Indies, so that would have been very useful, rather than playing ODI, which is not his strong format.
Yeah, of course. So many things need to be think about. So let's see how series will goes on. I think Surya Kumar Yadav is your another good option, and I hope all the best to Surya Kumar Yadav. You should perform well as a captain, and we all want that Surya Kumar Yadav should shine as a captain. That will definitely help us. Then we will not properly depend on Hardik Pandya.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Rahul. So tomorrow we will come and we will do the preview of first T20. We will compare the squad of both the teams and try to make a good playing 11. So how the playing 11 will goes on. And one more news, guys. David Warner has pulled out from T20 series, and so it
Understandably.
means that one more opener is down. So most probably the opener will be Matthew Short and Wade. Most probably, I think so. Let's see. Head is another option. So as of now, three openers. Let's see how the things will goes on, but really entertaining. As we are Indians, we are losing World Cup, but still we are going to watch bilateral series. Of course, it is India matches, so we can't miss it. It is reality.
Mm. Well, I mean, these life goes on. So T20 World Cup is coming up next. These are T20 games, very important. Whether we win the series or not is another thing, but you want to see some good performances and players showing promise, making a claim for themselves in this team. So whether we win the series or not, at least that importance is there of players making a claim for themselves and proving themselves.
Yeah, okay. So thank you very much, Rahul. Thank you, everyone. Subscribe KFC and Sportsbid and enjoy the discussion. Thank you very much. Goodbye and good night.
Right.